Alright, yo, what's good everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to get better at Build UHC. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to be going over 5 topics: melee, projectiles, buckets, blocks, and healing. Melee. You should approach your enemy normally and use whatever clicking method you prefer. And I would recommend either time clicking or butterfly clicking. I personally use butterfly clicking, and I put my fingers on the edge of the bumper so I can get a better CPS because it clicks faster. Moving on, we have projectiles. So there are going to be 2 segments in this topic. There's going to be bow and fishing rod. So in the bow, I wouldn't recommend using it too often, only at the beginning of the fight to intimidate your opponent. So I would wait out if your opponent is like spamming the bow. I would wait it out for when they run out of arrows, because you only start off with like 32 or 30. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about a bow is bow boosting. And if you don't know what bow boosting is, where you look straight ahead and you run and sprint and you shoot the bow and you'll be boosted forward. This is what bow boosting is. So when you bow boost, there are 2 drawbacks. So you lose 1 heart and you lose your sprint. When you're running, then you automatically lose health and you're not able to get away as fast. This is why I wouldn't use bow boosting. Now we're gonna go into the next segment in projectiles, the fishing rod. So when you get into a fight and you approach your enemy, use the rod as much as you can. This deals like half of a heart of damage or 1 heart, depending on how you use it, and it is way faster than the bow, and it has an unlimited amount of times you can use it. This is why I would use the rod more than the bow. And so when you are going up to combo your opponent, you hit them with the rod, and what this does is it levitates them in the air for half of a second, and you want to hit them to keep them in the air. When you hit them with the rod, it basically gives you an advantage, and there's a way better video on how to combo. It's not with rod, but it's a really good video on how to combo. It's by It's Safe Case. I'll link it down in the description, and it's a really good tutorial. Check them out. Alright, the next segment is buckets, lava and water. So in lava, when you start a fight, you don't want to immediately use the buckets. You want to focus on projectiles, not buckets, at the time. So when you want to use lava is when your opponent is strafing you into a combo or when you're low. Water buckets, on the other hand, are used when you are put on fire. Don't back away when you place water. This is where many players make the mistake of backing away and make the fight go into phase, which is called bow fight, when the players just use their bows to get each other lower and lower. So you want to move forward when you use your water bucket, place it, pick it back up to keep the fight going, and once again to keep out of the bow phase. And next is blocks. You want to use blocks tactically even though you have a lot, in order to keep the fight clean and hold a better combo rather than running into some blocks. You want to typically place blocks from a player when they are comboing you so that they can't combo you anymore. You also want to block off any lava or water your opponent places, so they don't either have any more or they have to grab a water or lava bucket out of their inventory, taking time, either way putting you at an advantage. And finally, healing. There are 2 different golden apples in Build UHC. The G head, also known as the golden head, can immediately be eaten, but the only drawback is you have 3. And the other one is the plain old vanilla one, but it takes much longer to eat, and you start off with 6 golden apples. Use a golden apple at the beginning of the fight to add regen while fighting so that you can not take as much damage. Only use G heads when you have lower health, like 3 or 4 hearts left. When you are low and have no G heads left, Place lava to set your opponent on fire and make them back away to place water, leaving you time to use your time-consuming golden apple and continue with the fight. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This video took probably like 3 hours to make in total, not even including the editing, like just for the voice and the script, not even to mention the script. I added a script. I never do